Alright, me babbers, so today we are going to talk about a Jungfraujoch volcan, which is up one of these mountains up here. I think it's the one actually behind this one, but that is Jungfraujoch, which is called the top of Europe, which is a bit of a lie because it's not actually the highest point in Europe. It's called that because I think it's got the highest accessible point in Europe with a railway. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm not actually going to visit there today. We did it on the second day we came here, and I have to do the voiceover now because this place, although it's stunning, is a bowl full of pollen, and my hay fever went absolutely mental. You can probably hear it in my voice now. It was snotty, and you don't want to sit through a whole video of me being snotty, so I'm doing it now. So, how can you get up to the top of Jungfraujoch? So there's two options. You can either take a train or a gondola. We took the gondola because it's quicker. It only takes about 15 minutes for the gondola to go up to the top, or halfway point actually, of Jungfraujoch. And you get it from a train station called Grindelwald Terminal. It can hold 26 people per gondola, and you stop at a place called Eigerschlechter. I had to write that down, so I had to read it because I know I'm going to say all of these words wrong. But then once you get the Eigerschlechter, you take a train through the mountain to the top. So once you get to the top, it's tremendously busy. So I would say that you have to pre-book the excursion because it's probably the most popular place to go when you go to Grindelwald, and it was very, very busy. So when you come out of the top of the train, you come into some restaurants, and I would say if you do want to get to a seat at the a la carte restaurant, you have to book it in advance, because when we went, it was completely booked out, and yeah, we had to go for a self-service foodie place, and it was very expensive for what was, I'd say, canteen food. So yeah, if you want to go to the a la carte, book it. There is also an Indian restaurant on the bottom floor there, which we didn't try, but it smelled quite nice. Once you go through the restaurant area, there is like a walking tour which you do yourself. So you can go out onto the actual glacier and just outside onto like this platform where you can take pictures. But unfortunately, on the day we went, it was cloudy, completely and utterly cloudy. We couldn't see anything at all. We got snippets of the mountain and the view, but it was a shame, and it sort of did mar it a bit for me, because to get up there is quite a long journey, and to get up there and not see the sights, the views, it was a bit pointless. So I don't really know how to say try and book it for when there's cloud, because there's no cloud there today, but I'd say about 50% of the time we were here, it was cloud at the top of Jungfraujoch, so it's a bit hit or miss, it's a bit potluck. So when you've done that, go outside, you go on like a little walking tour through the tunnel, and they have an ice palace. Me personally, I didn't like the ice palace because everything is ice, and when I say everything, I mean everything. The floor was ice. I was slipping about everywhere. I couldn't get a grip on the floor at all. I felt like I was going to fall over constantly, and it was cold in there as well, which is a silly thing to say because this is made of ice. So even if it's warm down here, which it has been this week, it's been above 20 every day, when you go up to the top of Jungfraujoch, you need to pack warm clothes. So you need to have either trousers that you can zip up, zip off to shorts, and then put the trouser bit back on. And you also need a nice warm coat, because I've seen people up there with trousers, shorts, and shirts, because it was warm down here, but up there it's not warm at all. And walking boots, you must wear walking boots. What else have I got to say? The food was a bit, canteen food. I had a schnitzel with some chips. I think it was about 25 Swiss francs per meal, and it wasn't anything special. And I would say overall, I didn't really enjoy it for the price. I think it was about 281 Swiss francs per person to go up there with the gondola. I think the train was slightly less money, but it does take longer on the train than the gondola by about 50 minutes, I think. But apparently the train's prettier, but I don't know. We didn't take the train, so I can't comment on that. But I don't think it was worth it. The station in the middle, the Eigerschletscher station, was really, really pretty. There's a little cafe bit there where me and my partner sat and had a little drink and looked out over the mountains. And I would definitely go back to that place again, because you can actually, there is a route to another mountaintop called Scheide Platter or something it's called. And apparently that's really, really pretty. We didn't do that because we'd just come back down from Jungfraujoch and we were pretty tired, but next time I think we will do that. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend Jungfraujoch, to be honest. Next time I come here, we'll do the walk to that other mountaintop and explore it a bit more. Maybe next year I can do another video on that. So hope you enjoyed the video, and please like, share, follow, all that jazz, and I will see you next time.